There are 4 foods that as a diabetes dietitian, I would never eat. And at least one of them is probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Stay with me because by the end of this video, I'm also going to give you a free dining out guide with the healthiest fast food options, restaurant swaps, etc. when you are dining out. All you have to do is comment dine out below and I'll send it straight to you. Hi, I'm Diana. I'm a registered dietitian, a certified diabetes care and education specialist, and I have my master's degree in nutrition science. And for those of you who don't know, I also have a very strong family history of type 2 diabetes. My grandfather had type 2 diabetes for many years, and he died suddenly from a cardiac arrest, which is a very common complication of diabetes. This is one of the many reasons I decided to dedicate my career specifically to type 2 diabetes. And because I have this genetic risk, I really try hard to live a very healthy lifestyle to control that diabetes risk. Because remember, genetics loads the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. Now, before I jump in, if you are someone living with type 2 diabetes, or you've been told you're pre-diabetic, or you just want to protect your metabolic health, this video is for you. These 4 foods spike your blood sugar, drive up insulin resistance, and make it so much harder for your body to do its job. Let's break them down one by one. Okay, let's start with one that may surprise you. Food number 1 are processed meats. Bacon, sausage, deli turkey, hot dogs. These are foods that a lot of people with diabetes actually lean into, especially if they've been told to cut carbs or go low carb. And I get it, no carbs, no blood sugar spike, right? But not so fast. Here's what's actually happening when you eat processed meats regularly. These foods are loaded with saturated fat and sodium, and they trigger inflammation in your body. And inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of insulin resistance. That means your cells stop responding to insulin properly. And when that happens, your blood sugar stays high. Think of insulin like a key and your cells like a lock. When you're insulin resistant, that lock gets rusty. The keys can't turn, and sugar just sits in your bloodstream instead of getting into your cells where it belongs. Now, here's what the research actually shows. High intake of processed meats is consistently linked to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes and a worse metabolic profile. We're talking sausages, bacon, hot dogs, deli meats, the stuff that's been cured, smoked, salted, processed, preserved in some way. And I want to be really clear here. I'm not saying a slice of turkey on a salad is going to send you to the hospital. Totally fair. Context and portion always matter. But if processed meat is a daily staple in your diet, that chronic exposure to saturated fat and inflammatory compounds is quietly making your insulin resistance worse over time. So what do I recommend instead? Go for minimally processed proteins. Things like salmon, grilled chicken breast, legumes, lentils, tofu, Greek yogurt. These give you the protein your body needs without the inflammatory baggage. Okay, food number 2 is soda. This might not surprise you, but I promise I'm going to tell you something about soda that most people don't know. Yes, soda is bad for blood sugar. We all know that. But here's the part that doesn't get talked enough about. It's not just the sugar that's the problem, it's the high fructose corn syrup that's in these beverages. Regular soda and most sweetened drinks are made with high fructose corn syrup, and that syrup is particularly damaging because of what it does to your liver. See, fructose can only be processed by your liver. So when you drink a can of soda, your liver gets absolutely flooded with fructose. And when your liver gets overwhelmed, it starts converting that fructose into fat. That fat builds up in your liver, and a fatty liver is one of the biggest drivers of insulin resistance in your entire body. So it's a double hit. The glucose in the soda spikes your blood sugar directly, and the fructose clogs up your liver and makes your insulin resistance worse from the inside out. And here's something that really gets me. Sugary sweetened beverages are one of the most well-researched foods when it comes to diabetes risk. Study after study links them to worse glycemic control, and yet they are everywhere. They're cheap, they're marketed aggressively, and they're addictive because sugar and caffeine together are a powerful combination. Now, I know what some of you may be thinking, what about diet soda? And I'm going to be honest with you, diet soda is complicated, and I've done a full breakdown in another video. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. At the end of the day, water, sparkling water, unsweetened tea, and coffee, those are your best friends. And if you're someone who drinks multiple sodas a day, don't try to quit cold turkey and feel like a failure when it's hard. Start by replacing one soda a day with sparkling water and a squeeze of lemon. Small steps build real habits. Okay, food number 3 are sugary breakfast cereals. This one makes me the most frustrated because this is the one that is most aggressively marketed as healthy. You've seen the boxes: heart healthy, good source of fiber, made with whole grains. There's a cartoon character on the front smiling at you. Meanwhile, you flip the box over and the second or third ingredient is sugar. But here's the truth about most breakfast cereals. They are made from highly refined grains, and refined grains break down into glucose almost immediately in your body. Why? Because the refining process strips away the fiber and the structure of the grain. And fiber is what slows digestion down. Fiber is what keeps your blood sugar from spiking. When you remove the fiber and puff the little grain into a little O or a flake, you've basically pre-digested it for your body. It hits your bloodstream like a freight train. And then you wonder why you're starving again by 10 a.m. and your energy crashes before lunch. High glycemic index diets, which is exactly what a bowl of sugary cereal creates, are consistently linked to higher diabetes risk and poor blood sugar control. This is not controversial in the research. It is very well established. Now here's the nuance. Not all cereals are created equal. If you find one with at least 5 grams of fiber per serving, less than 5 grams of added sugar, and hopefully a short ingredient list, that's a very different product. But those are definitely harder to find, and they're usually not the ones being marketed to you. So what do I recommend for breakfast instead? Try Greek yogurt with berries and chia seeds, oatmeal, real oatmeal made from steel cut oats, not the instant flavored packets, with some protein in it, chia seed pudding, etc. These options give you steady energy, stable blood sugar, and they'll actually help keep you full. All right, food number 4 is fast food. And I want to be really careful here because I'm not here to shame anyone for eating fast food. Fast food is convenient, it's affordable, it's everywhere, and for a lot of people, it's the reality of their daily life. And I completely understand that. And here's what I want you to understand about fast food and diabetes. Fast food is a perfect storm of everything that drives blood sugar up and keeps it up. You've got refined carbs in the bun, the fries, the breading. You've got processed meats in the patty or the nuggets. You've got added sugars in the sauces and the dressings. You've got inflammatory seed oils. Everything is fried in. And you've got portion sizes that are 2 to 3 times what your body actually needs. Research shows that eating fast food just once a week or more is associated with roughly double the odds of poor blood sugar control in people with type 2 diabetes. Double. That's not a small effect. And here's the sneaky part. It's not just the obvious stuff, the burger and the fries. It's the drinks. It's the healthy salads that come drenched in sugary, fatty dressings. It's the parfaits and the fruit smoothies that are basically dessert. Fast food companies are very good at making things sound healthy without actually being healthy. Now, and this is important, I am a realist. I know that telling you to never eat fast food again is not practical advice for most people. Life happens, you're on a road trip, you're running late, your kids are begging you for it. I get it. That's exactly why I put together a free dining out guide specifically for managing blood sugar. It breaks down the best options at the most popular fast food restaurants, what to order, what to skip, and how to build a meal that won't wreck your numbers. All you have to do is comment "dine out" below and I will send it to you. It's completely free. I just want you to have a tool that actually helps you navigate real life. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. The 4 foods I would never touch as a diabetes dietitian who has a strong family history of diabetes. Number 1, processed meats. They drive inflammation and make insulin resistance worse over time. There's also a ton of research now that they increase your risk of cancer. Number 2, soda. It's a double hit, spikes your blood sugar and damages your liver through fructose overload. Number 3, sugary breakfast cereals. They're marketed as healthy, but they're one of the fastest ways to spike your blood sugar first thing in the morning. And number 4, fast food. The combination of refined carbs, processed ingredients, and massive portions is a perfect storm for poor blood sugar control. Now, here's what I want you to remember. You are not failing because these foods are hard to give up. These foods are designed to be hard to give up. They're engineered to taste good, to be convenient, and keep you coming back for more. Knowing that is actually your power. Small changes made consistently are what move the needle on your A1C. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be better than yesterday. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like. It genuinely helps more people find this information who need it. And if you want that free dining out guide, just drop "dine out" in the comments right now and I'll get it to you right away. I'll see you in the next video.